box office here, and today has been a pretty bad day for the box office. So there's two new major movies today. One of them days, which is a new movie. This movie apparently had a very low budget, so this movie's gonna probably make back its money as well. So, but again, non-franchise movies are continuing not to do very well at the box office. If this movie was released 10 years ago, this movie would have made, at least $30 to $40 million. If it was a critically acclaimed comedy movie, it would have made way more money. But again, non-franchise movies continue to do very, very poorly at the box office, and we're seeing this continue as well. So, One of Them Days is a box office failure as well. So, another embarrassment for not embarrassment, it wouldn't be embarrassed, but another, so the slump for non-franchise movies continue into 2025 because, of course, this could have been the opportunity this week was to have a huge non-franchise opening, but Hollywood continues to drop the ball on these movies as most people don't care about movies that are not a part of a franchise, which is this going to mean Hollywood's going to struggle in the next couple of months because guess what? Most of the movies they're coming out with are not part of a franchise, which is going to be a tough sell because look at this year. Look at last year. Past year, almost all non-franchise movies didn't do too well, and the one that did well only because of a controversy. Okay? Not because people actually liked the movie or it was an amazing movie, because of the controversies around the movie, which was pretty embarrassing if you really think about it with Hollywood as a whole. So, yeah, One of Them Days opened to $11 million as well, which means, yeah, this movie could have made more money. Next is Mufasa the Lion King, which this movie is edging towards $600 million globally. Unfortunately, we're going to have to suffer for a third Lion King remake. Yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to suffer for a third one of these garbage Lion King remakes. I just don't understand what makes these movies so appealing towards normies. I really don't understand. But many others are like socks too. Like, what's so appealing about these live action National Geographic Lion King movies? Okay, because these movies look like they just took them straight out of National Geographic, and it's just these movies are embarrassing. But somehow these movies magically make a lot of money. Which is pretty funny. Somehow these movies make a lot of money, and I don't know why, and I don't think anyone else knows why these movies make a lot of money. And yeah. Excuse me. Next is Wolfman. Excuse me again. Not surprised this movie is doing very poorly. If you saw the trailer, it looks awful. Okay, it looks terrible, and this movie's not gonna make back its money. Okay, when I saw the trailer, when I saw like the ad for this movie, there was an ad for this movie. The movie looked awful. Okay, it looked awful. The CGI looked ugly. Okay, I get it as a lower budget movie, but the Godzilla movie looked very good. And as well, okay, Wolfman, this movie, has been a huge failure for Hollywood as well. Because the movie is bad. That's the whole reason why it's not doing too well. Okay, the movie is very bad. It's the CGI. Oh my god! Just look at the CGI in the movie. It's just ugly. Okay, this movie is just bad. And yeah, the Wolfman. Next is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which made $419 million. Seeing this movie is massively slowing down at the box office. The movie made $419 million at the box office as well. But it seems that this movie is slowing down. You know, I think we all have to realize Sonic is not, Mario. It's not gonna make Mario money. Okay, heck, it might not even reach $500 million globally, like we all said it would, because it's not doing very well ratings wise internationally either. It's not doing very well ratings wise in the United States either. And it's not doing very well in certain territories, especially Japan. Like, despite Sonic being made in Japan, Sonic is not too popular in Japan. Okay, that's just the truth. It's doing best in Mexico, UK, France, Australia, Brazil, Germany, the Middle East, Italy, Spain, and Poland. So that's what it's doing best in. So it's doing best in places like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, those countries, Kuwait. It's doing pretty well in most countries. Outside of Japan, yeah, Sonic isn't too popular in Japan, which is pretty funny, despite being created by a Japanese company. You'd think Japan would take more pride in their characters, but no, they don't. Next is Dennis Pantera. I guess again, this movie is the box office failure. Pretty big drop, not doing too well internationally. A recipe for another failure by Lionsgate. Again, I don't understand what's with Lionsgate making these huge box office failures, but they're the kings of doing it. So Spies are not bankrupt at this point. Next is Moana 2, which has made another $6 million and has passed the official $1 billion mark. So, yeah, for all those people who, commented on the video, no, not voted on the poll, said Moana 2 will not hit $1 billion. Well, guess what? It hit $1 billion. So, I guess you guys were proven wrong once again. So, yeah, I'm talking about the people who participated in that poll. They said Moana 2 is not going to hit $1 billion. Oh, it just did. So, Moana 2 is officially a $1 billion grossing movie. Next is Nostorifu. No, not Moana. Well, click on Moana 2 by accident, but Nostorifu. Okay, it's on Nostorifu. Nostorifu has made $89 million domestically. This movie has been a successful movie at the box office. So, next is A Complete Unknown. This movie has made $57 million. Despite being based off the greatest songwriter of all time, well, no one's going to see it. And also, it's based off an actor that's supposedly so popular that made so many successful movies, but no one's going to go see it. So, yeah. Next is Wicked. Yeah, this movie's not going to make $500 million domestically. I keep saying this. And judging based off it's now starting to lose feeders rapidly, this movie is not going to make it back its money domestically. It's going to lose feeders to newer movies. But it still made $3.5 million and has made $700 million globally. And next is Baby Girl. This movie has only made $30 million domestically. Not a huge success, but The Brutalist by also A24 has made $5 million. And then was Look at Better Man. Oh my god. This movie dropped 76% at the box office. Yeah. How is your monkey business working out, Robbie Williams? So this is gonna be one of the biggest flops of 2024. Yeah, this movie technically released in 2024, but considering that it was one of those stupid weird to wide release movies, well, this movie does this so poorly at the box office. Even when they released in the six feeders, almost no one went to go see it. Okay, for six feeders, $3,000 per average is awful. Okay, meant that not many people are going to see this movie, and this movie is gonna lose all its feeders the next week, almost certainly as well. So this movie is gonna be out of feeders very, very quickly. How is Robbie Williams becoming a monkey? Really solved anything? But yep, that's about this video here. Goodbye.